Good morning, dear Minister, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is once again an honor to address this audience. Over the past 3 years, I have had the privilege of speaking at this conference, and each time I have reflected on how profoundly and rapidly the space domain is shaping the future of defense and security. A year ago, I described how space had become a critical enabler of military operations. Today, that reality is clearer than ever. Space is no longer a passive enabler. It has become an operational domain that underpins NATO's deterrence and defense posture, providing the secure communications, intelligence, and surveillance capabilities necessary for modern military operations. Satellite communications have become the lifeline of modern defense operations. From command and control to intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance, our ability to operate effectively across all domains, land, sea, air, cyber, and space, depends on reliable, secure, and interoperable SATCOM capabilities. What has become evident over the last 3 years is that these capabilities increasingly rely on commercial solutions. Indeed, one of the most profound shifts in defense technology today is the growing role of commercial space actors. Governments no longer control the pace of innovation. It is industry that is leading the way. Historically, space was considered a strategic asset, controlled by national governments, with military space programs dictating the pace of technological advancement. However, over the past 2 decades, this dynamic has shifted dramatically. Today, the commercial space sector leads innovation, with companies investing billions of dollars into developing high-resolution imaging satellites, secure communications, networks, rapid launch capabilities, and AI-driven data analytic tools. The global space economy is now valued at over $400 billion, with commercial investment fueling advancements that outpace traditional government-led programs. Mega constellations of low Earth orbit satellites, rapid satellite manufacturing, and new launch platforms are revolutionizing access to space-based capabilities. These developments are not only benefiting commercial enterprises, they are reshaping NATO's approach to security and military operations. The war in Ukraine has highlighted the critical role of commercial space capabilities in contemporary conflict. Since Russia's full-scale invasion in February of 2022, commercial satellite networks have played a decisive role in supporting Ukraine's military. Ukraine relies heavily on commercial satellite internet services to maintain resilient and mobile connectivity, even when terrestrial networks were degraded or destroyed in the first months of the full invasion, and then during targeted kinetic and cyber attacks. This capability has allowed military units to coordinate operations, gather intelligence, and remain connected across highly contested environments. Commercial high-resolution imaging satellites have also provided near real-time battlefield intelligence, offering detailed imagery of troop movements, logistics hubs, and battle damage assessments. Ukraine's forces have been able to leverage these capabilities to track Russian military activities, identify threats, and improve operational decision-making. The adaptability of commercial systems has proven fundamental in maintaining operational effectiveness under contested conditions. Additionally, Ukraine has benefited from commercial small satellite launch providers, enabling rapid deployment of new capabilities when needed. NATO is increasingly exploring responsive space launch solutions to ensure the ability to replenish lost or degraded satellite capabilities in crisis situations. These examples illustrate how commercial space capabilities have moved from being supplementary to being mission critical. The current security environment has accelerated NATO's commitment to deeper communication with commercial space providers, ensuring that future military operations fully integrate commercial innovations. NATO is actively developing its first commercial space strategy, with plans to publish it in the near future. The move reflects NATO's recognition of the growing importance of commercial space assets in military operations and the growing collaborative relationship between the military and the commercial sector. This shift underscores NATO's commitment to leveraging commercial space as a strategic enabler, ensuring that allies have reliable, secure, and cost-effective access to space-based capabilities. The growing role of commercial space in NATO operations is not just a trend, it is the future. From current conflicts to strategic deterrence, from intelligence gathering to secure communications, commercial space is revolutionizing how NATO and its members are supported, as well as its partners, and how NATO maintains technological superiority. As the space domain becomes more congested, contested, and competitive, NATO must continue to expand its partnership with industry, ensuring access to the latest technology, increased resilience, and faster capability deployment. The lessons from Ukraine have made it clear. The future of defense and security will be shaped by those who can best integrate commercial space into military operations. NATO must and will be at the forefront of this transformation. This NATO strategy further reinforces the concept that collaboration is key to succeeding with SATCOM. Strengthening partnerships between nations, institutions, and industry is essential to ensuring resilient, secure, and scalable satellite communications for the alliance. No single nation can succeed alone. In this new space environment, NATO's ability to effectively cooperate across national, institutional, and industry lines will define its future strength and resilience. And this is where the NATO Support and Procurement Agency comes into play, translating strategies into action. NSPA, NATO's lead organization for multinational acquisition, sustainment, and support, has long been at the forefront of transforming strategy into capability, ensuring that NATO nations can jointly procure, manage, and sustain critical defense assets, including secure, high-performance satellite communications. While NATO is defining its strategic vision for space, NSPA contributes to the effective implementation of that vision. The agency bridges the gap between strategy and execution, enabling NATO allies to develop, acquire, and sustain the space-based capabilities that they need. NSPA's role is crucial in turning strategy into operational capability that is efficient, effective, and responsive. We are enabling allies to acquire these capabilities in a multinational, cost-effective, and scalable manner, ensuring even nations without national space programs can benefit from secure and resilient satellite communications. NSPA, being here in our fantastic host nation of Luxembourg, has great proximity to Luxembourg's space ecosystem, which has made it a natural hub for fostering space-related collaboration within the alliance. Luxembourg has been a leader in space innovation, cyber defense, and strategic satellite initiatives, and our partnership has only strengthened over time. Of course, within NATO, we are not alone in this effort. I want to also mention our sister agency, the NATO Communication and Information Agency, NCIA. They have been delivering essential space-based products, data, and services to the Alliance since the 1970s. More recently, NCIA has taken a critical role in the NATO Alliance Persistent Surveillance from Space initiative. This program will establish a virtual constellation of both national and commercial space assets, such as satellites. This program will help streamline data collection, sharing, and analysis among NATO allies and with the NATO command structure. This will significantly improve NATO's intelligence and surveillance capabilities and provide essential support to missions and operations. As already mentioned by Minister Bacchus, we are particularly proud of the global commercially contracted satellite communication support partnership, which I will shorten to GCC SATCOM because it is quite a mouthful to say the name of that partnership. A groundbreaking initiative that exemplifies how multinational cooperation can drive real operational advantages in the space domain. In October of 2022, the United States and Luxembourg established the GCC SATCOM Support Partnership, opening a new era of space cooperation within NATO. The partnership represents a milestone in NATO's approach to space-based communications, and over the past year, this partnership has continued to grow and evolve. The GCC SATCOM Support Partnership provides a framework for NATO allies and NATO partners to participate in multinational, multi-year, space-related activities and acquisition. Through this framework, participating nations are able to jointly procure and manage a full range of satellite communication services, generating synergies and economies of scale not achievable solely through national contracting processes. In September of last year, we awarded the first contract within this support partnership to SES for its O3B mPOWER medium Earth orbit global services. The O3B mPOWER system is SES's second generation MEO constellation. To date, the fleet consists of 8 satellites with 3 more to be launched. Featuring extensive global ground infrastructure and open architecture features, the system allows for new groundbreaking levels of interoperability and flexibility to include secure communications and networking solutions for tactical units. Through this contract, the system delivers secure, high-performance, low-latency satellite services for governments in both the United States and Luxembourg as the founding members of this support partnership. It will enable their missions globally and across all domains. The certification of increased hardware flexibility in the first half of this year will provide partnering nations with greater equipment options and enhanced interoperability. In addition, the United States plans to install MEO sovereign gateways under MGS at different locations around the globe, ensuring secure and resilient global connectivity, with the first 4 gateways to be operational over the course of 2025 and 2026. In January of this year, the Netherlands officially joined the GCC SATCOM Support Partnership, underscoring growing multinational collaboration and synergies within this unique partnership, and opening the door to benefit from the advanced satellite capabilities offered by MGS. This partnership is more than just a procurement mechanism. The progress of the GCC SATCOM Support Partnership highlights the power of multinational cooperation and leveraging commercial solutions in the space domain. Working together, participating nations gain access to secure, advanced satellite communications that enhance interoperability and operational flexibility. The addition of Netherlands underscores the growing value of this partnership in strengthening NATO's space capabilities. This innovative framework represents significant and new innovative steps in the space domain, a shift towards multinational space collaboration, cost-effective ways for nations to access advanced SATCOM capabilities, and a flexible mechanism enabling NATO allies to quickly adapt to evolving operational needs. And this is exactly the type of strategic, multinational initiative that NATO must continue to develop to stay ahead of an increasingly complex space domain. This is precisely why the GCC SATCOM support partnership was established. It was designed to enable NATO nations to leverage the best commercial solutions while ensuring military-grade security and resilience. We at the agency are committed to expanding this model, strengthening partnerships between NATO, national governments, and industry to ensure that the alliance can fully leverage commercial innovations in the space domain. Looking ahead, NATO must continue to invest in scalable, resilient, and interoperable satellite communications to maintain strategic and operational superiority. As NATO strengthens its space posture, we must address several significant challenges. We must ensure that SATCOM networks are resilient, especially in contested environments. We must develop systems that are interoperable and that integrate across NATO's multinational forces. We must be able to expand capacity and be scalable in our commercial responses. And we must protect satellite communications from cyber threats in a secure environment. These challenges cannot be resolved in isolation. They require a coordinated multinational approach, one that leverages the best capabilities available across NATO allies, partners, and industry. NATO bridges strategy and execution, enhancing NATO's capabilities and operational effectiveness. In a world where space is increasingly contested, commercialized, and competitive, the future of SATCOM depends on multinational cooperation, industry partnerships, and strategic investments in resilience. By working together, we will ensure that NATO remains strong, secure, and ready for the challenges ahead. Thank you so much for your attention. It is a pleasure to be here today.